What's going on, everyone? In this video I'm going to be installing this Depo Racing 3.5 inch intercooler, and this is the last step I need to get done before I get the car tuned. So I'm currently trying to buy an access port. I've been trying to buy one off someone from the Facebook groups for the past month. I've probably tried 15 of them, and I never end up actually buying it because the person either just tries to scam me or just ignores me after agreeing on a deal or something. So hopefully I'll get that done soon, and we'll get the access port, and I'll kind of make a video about that and the launch control and the gauges and all this stuff that comes with that. And then later on, once I get it tuned, I'll make a video of the whole tuning process, because I'm going to get a JST E30 tune. It's an E-tune, so we do data logs and send it to them and do all that. So that will be coming, but this is the last step I need before I do that. I've been waiting for these to restock for the past few months, and they just restocked and I ordered it. So we're going to go ahead and get started installing it. I already took my bumper off just because I didn't really need to record that. You can find a video online on how to do that. It's super easy. It takes less than 30 minutes. You just take the headlights out, a few screws, stuff like that. And there's going to be some plastic and shrouds and stuff here. I've already taken mine out a while ago. But what we will take out this shroud or shutter system because it won't fit with the new intercooler. But we have to take this intercooler out before we can get this out. So we're going to go ahead and start taking this off first. Here's a little look at the intercooler. It is Depo Racing. I'll leave a link to this in the description. This is the best budget intercooler you can get, and some people even say it is the best. It's probably second to the CPE 5-inch and the lightweight one they have. The CPE is supposedly the best, but it's also $700 or something, so it can't be that much better than this. So this is the Depo Racing one. FedEx bent it on shipping, so that's kind of unfortunate, but you won't even see it. And I emailed Depo, and all I asked was if it was okay to run, because it doesn't really bother me because you won't see it. I just wanted to make sure it wouldn't cause a leak or anything. And they said no, it's fine. And they also sent me a partial $35 refund, and I didn't even ask. So that's good customer service. So if you're looking for an intercooler for your Focus ST, I'd go grab one of these. It's probably the best one you can get for only $350. That's pretty cheap for what it is. So I'll leave a link to that down in the description, and you can go check these out. But let's go ahead and get started removing the stock intercooler so we can get in the Depo Racing intercooler. So the first thing we're going to do to get the stock intercooler off is right up there. We're going, where's my finger? Okay, right there. Loosen that hose clamp on both sides for the intercooler. So loosen those to where it will come off. And then also over here you'll see right in there, that is a sensor. This thing, that's your map sensor. You're going to want to unbolt that and make sure, or not, actually don't unbolt it right now. Right now just reach in there and unplug it, so when we pull the intercooler out it won't pull on it. Once it's unplugged, we will take it out and then put it in the new intercooler. So go ahead and take off the hose clamps, and you won't take off the hoses yet, you'll do that when you pull it off. And then unplug the map sensor, and then under here, there should be right here, you'll see this, this is an 8mm bolt. There's another one on the other side, and you'll loosen both of those. So once all of that is loosened, I just stuck a screwdriver in between this and just kind of pried it off, and then pulled on it, and then you can see the stock intercooler fell out. You can see that's why we unplugged that. And here is the charge pipe just sitting here. And then here's the other side still together, and you can see what I did was I just kind of did this and just wiggled it all the way down until you kind of get to the end of where the intercooler is, and then just kind of pry it around like that, and it'll eventually come off. And then once that is off, the grill shutters will just slide down and out underneath the car. So the factory intercooler is out. I'm gonna take some Simple Green and a paper towel and just clean out the end of the charge pipe right here just to get that little bit of like oil and dirt that's in there so it's clean and makes a good seal with the new intercooler. Look at that difference between the factory and Depo intercooler. You can clearly see a difference. It is bigger in every direction. It's 3.5 inches this way, and then it's also taller and wider, and then has better intakes that are supposed to have better flow. But before you install this, you have to prepare it and put a few things on. So you'll see it will come with these brackets, these bolts here. This, I'll explain that later. This is like the bottom bracket, this is the top bracket. So that's what they look like uninstalled. Depo sends instructions on how to do that. But here's what they look like when they're installed. You just bolt it through the holes that were there, tighten it down. Same thing here. This one right here goes through a little like plastic hook that'll just hold it up there while you bolt these in right here, and those will be bolted in with the OEM bolts. And to do that, you need to take off these, which were clipped underneath here, and you unclip them, and you'll just clip them back on right here whenever you're ready to install it. And make sure that you take the sensor out of the stock intercooler and swap it onto your Depo intercooler. And about this, the screw that Depo included did not fit through my sensor because it had this little metal collar thing inside of the sensor, and the screw would not fit. I tried, there's no way it was going to go through. So I drilled it out, and then it eventually just kind of twisted itself out and popped out. And then once it popped out, it was the perfect size for that to go on, and I just screwed it and snugged it up so it's nice and tight on there and sealed. So I'm going to go ahead and bolt these brackets on the other side, and then I will show you what it's like to actually get it mounted on, and I'll give you a little tip to keep your charge pipes from popping off. So now we're ready to mount it up. So you can take off these orange caps. They have there protecting the inside from getting dirty. And a trick that I have kind of adapted from what I've seen other people say is this spray adhesive. A lot of people say use hairspray, but I've never seen anyone say use this. But this will actually work better. You don't want to use like the really permanent stuff, but this is just for like paper and stuff. So I'm just going to spray a little bit, probably on the inside of the charge pipe, and then just kind of spread it around with my finger, and then go to the other side and do it. And I do it really fast. And then I will push the intercooler, the charge pipes onto the intercooler, and that stuff will begin to get sticky after a little bit. So at first it'll start as kind of like lubrication to help it get in there. And once it's in there, it'll dry and get sticky, and that'll keep your charge pipes from blowing off under boost, probably once I get tuned. And then we'll just tighten them down and everything. But you can see these little things here will go up and hook on to the end of this. And then these down here are going to bolt up right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get this lifted up in there and bolt it on, get all the clamps tightened down, make sure to plug the sensor in, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's on. So I showed these brackets right here. I actually had them bolted on top of this thing right here when I showed it to you, but they're actually supposed to go on the bottom. So this plate here, I had it up here. You're actually supposed to have it down here. So I forgot to record the outro when I actually installed the intercooler, and I went to go edit the video, and I figured out that I didn't actually end the video. I just finished it where I was telling you how to put those clamps on. But I've had it on for probably a few weeks now, put the bumper back on and everything. And there it is in there. You can see it looks a lot better than the stock one. You can see it through the grill. If I kind of go like right here, looks a lot better, looks cool with a big old intercooler in there. You can see it better in person, but it has been working great. It makes a probably the most noticeable difference so far of any mod that I've done to the car, other than getting a tune eventually, which I haven't done that yet, but that will be coming soon. And this is, it's been hot where I've been. It hasn't been, oh actually yeah, I've probably driven it from about like 70, and it's been also about 105 outside, but it does not, the temperatures do not, the charge air temps do not get under like 3 or 4 degrees above ambient. And a lot of the times when I'm just driving, like cruising at 40 miles an hour, doing pulls, it'll stay at ambient, which is really good for, I mean, a budget intercooler. I don't even think there's anything that's better, like the CPE. I don't think it's better. I mean, obviously I'm not big turbo, so it's not doing like, not pushing a ton of air, but I would definitely recommend it. It installed great, mounted great, everything's going good. Haven't blown a charge pipe or anything like that, because I put that, what's it called, the spray adhesive, I put that in there in the charge pipe, so that'll stay on there good. I've done a few full throttle pulls, and I can definitely notice a difference, and obviously it keeps it a lot cooler. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.